Well, maybe one of these days I'm gonna get my computer back. Probably not, though. She's a brick. But at least I've just about got this laptop dialed in, I think, so let me know what you guys think, if the audio is any better or if it's just garbage like it was last week. Anyway, I think I got it set up enough that I can record videos from now on, so we should be returning to our regularly scheduled programming now. Crypto as a whole is still technically on the rise this week. It's having a little bit of a cool off, but Cardano's still up 20% for the week, and even Bitcoin is up 2%, which is really great because it was up about 20% or something like that last week, and for it not to be down now this week is really looking good. That pretty much means that we've been consolidating here sideways a little bit instead of having a breakdown and a retracement back to a previous level of resistance. And now hopefully we will have this be support where we're at, and we won't actually have to come back down to about $30,000, which was the previous level of resistance, and would probably be the next level of support if we did start going down from here. But it's looking pretty bullish in my opinion still, at least for Bitcoin. And while the stock market did come back a little bit last week, it looks like it is starting to hit another level of resistance right here, and it has a possible bearish divergence on the RSI, which means that it could be making a lower high right here, and that would definitely be bearish for the price action, meaning that it's probably going to make another leg down. But that money all seems to be going into cryptocurrency because it's now apparently a flight to quality or safety, and as the economy continues to fall off of this cliff, it looks like we're going to continue to go up from here, at least for Bitcoin. But to be honest, I'm kind of surprised it's not moving more than this today, because we've been getting news recently that China might be getting a spot Bitcoin ETF before America does. And really, this is raising questions for me on whether Gary Gensler works for China or not. Is he trying to give them the first mover advantage? Is he trying to push innovation overseas? What is this guy doing? Trying to make a mockery of the US? I can't really put my finger on exactly what he's doing, but it's not good, that's for sure. Really, he's just being an incompetent clown, and I think that he's probably not long for this job, hopefully. Because if he keeps trying to keep his foot on the neck of the whole cryptocurrency space, then he's definitely going to push innovation overseas, and this is going to make China have a first mover advantage, and that could cause billions of dollars to pour out of the US and straight into communist Chinese hands. It's not mainland China yet, but like I was saying in some previous videos, since Hong Kong was going to start letting crypto trade again, that would act as a backdoor for the mainland investors, and a lot of Chinese money was going to be pouring into the crypto space again. But now it looks like it's not just us over here on this side of the pond that's getting tired of waiting on Gary Gensler to approve a spot ETF. And yet again, just in time for the bull market, it looks like China is starting to accept cryptocurrency technology again. And if Gary doesn't get off his ass and start approving spot Bitcoin ETFs pretty quickly, then we're going to miss out on billions of dollars over here, and it's all going to China. At this point, Gary just seems like a traitor to America, in my opinion. And not only do I think that Gary should probably not be the chairman of the SEC, I think that between him giving all of this power to China and the really shady connections that he had to the FTX and MIT situation, I think there's probably at least one or two reasons that he should be in prison. But anyway, that's just politicians for you. They should all be locked up, really. Speaking of politicians that are traitors to America and crypto, here we have an article on Yahoo Finance that says Senator Loomis says the SEC is overreaching on crypto. It says Senator Cynthia Loomis, Republican of Wyoming, is not a fan of the Securities and Exchange Commission's crackdown on the cryptocurrency industry. Now she is vowing to block one of the agency's controversial new crypto policies. I think the SEC is overreaching, she said. The SEC is in the middle of an aggressive effort to rein in the crypto industry on a number of fronts, with lawsuits pending against a number of big players, including Coinbase and Binance. And while I agree with her on these points right here, and it looks like she is coming back to the crypto space, recently she was caught speaking out against cryptocurrency, and she seemingly fell for the trap of saying what her constituents just wanted her to say, instead of keeping it based and actually talking about what she really believed.
We know that Binance has been used to funnel monies and contributions to Hamas. So it's absolutely important that we have these heretofore unregulated companies in the United States come into our system, be regulated, that they vet their customers, that they comply with the Bank Secrecy Act, that we have efforts through FinCEN and other means to stop the use of cryptocurrencies
She was part of a Senate banking committee that met and spoke about the illicit financing of terrorism through cryptocurrencies. And she did just mention Binance because they apparently were advertising to some people that they shouldn't have been. But now she's come out and said that she's against the actions that the SEC is taking against Binance. So really, she's just trying to toe the party line, which makes a lot of sense, of course. But we all already knew that Hamas was going to be using some cryptocurrency. But we also already all know that cryptocurrency is highly traceable. So while it makes sense that they're going to be using cryptocurrency for financing through people that don't really care if they get it tracked back to them, but it does mean that the people in the government or the Senate banking committee or even the SEC should be able to track down whoever has been donating to these terrorist groups, so-called. So why would they really be against these terrorists using cryptocurrency technology? Wouldn't they actually want them to so that they can track the transactions and see who's funding them? Really, I think that this is all just a ploy for them to actually get at cryptocurrency cold storage wallets. They don't want you to take actual custody of your own cryptocurrency. Whenever they let cryptocurrency be traded or they embrace the technology, they want you to trade it through BlackRock or some other big company that pretty much runs the world. It's great to see some of these politicians being pro-crypto sometimes, but we got to pay attention and see where their loyalty really lies. Are they pulling for their party because they're against the other side of the aisle, or are they actually pulling for you, the citizen? Either way, the most important thing is to remember that Bitcoin is what's going to save us, not these politicians. They're going to do whatever they can to keep the power out of your hands and keep it in their firm grip. But the harder they try to resist, the more Bitcoin is actually going to succeed, and the further they're going to push the power overseas. So really, they have no other option but to accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrency technology, and China has been seeing us hesitate, so they're starting to take action. Let me know in the comments, do you guys think that this pressure from Hong Kong and China is actually going to push Gary to approve a spot ETF sooner, or do you think that he's going to continue pushing this thing off as long as he can and try to screw over all of America, I guess? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully next time I'll have my computer back. See you next time. Bye.